Most people have no idea how much their life can change in just 7 days. They think transformation takes years, maybe decades. They think they need the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect level of motivation. But that's the lie that keeps them stuck. Change has never required time. It has always required one thing: a decision. A decision to break the patterns that have been quietly killing your potential. A decision to rise above the distractions that steal your energy. A decision to stop negotiating with laziness and fear. 1 week of clarity. 1 week of discipline. 1 week of intentional, focused action, and you will not recognize the person staring back at you in the mirror. This isn't about becoming someone new. It's about stripping away the versions of you that were built on excuses, delay, and avoidance. The version that always hit the snooze button. The version that let fear talk louder than ambition. The version that lived life on autopilot, waiting for someday. You already have everything you need inside you. What you've been missing is urgency. What you've been missing is commitment. What you've been missing is the moment where you finally say, enough. Today is that moment, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through a 7-day transformation blueprint, a practical, strategic, non-negotiable plan that will help you become unrecognizable not only to the world, but to yourself. You're going to learn how to reclaim the most important hour of your morning, how to eliminate the habits that drain your progress, how to move your body with strength, how to fuel your mind with purpose, and how to think, speak, and act like someone who's building a life worth waking up to. This is not motivation. This is not hype. This is strategy. This is identity shift. Because when you change how you show up, everything else begins to rearrange itself around you. Your habits, your environment, your confidence, your opportunities. If you've been stuck, drifting, or living below your potential, consider this your exit. If you've been exhausted and overwhelmed, consider this your reset. If you've been hungry for a breakthrough, this is your doorway. And if there's even 1% of you that's ready to rise, ready to fight for the future that's been waiting on you, then stay right here. Give me the next few minutes, because what I'm about to show you is the exact roadmap to rebuild your discipline, ignite your momentum, and transform your identity in just 7 days. Not someday, not next year, starting right now. Let's dive in. Most people lose the day before they even start it. They wake up tired. They grab their phone. They fall straight into the world's noise. And that is why they stay stuck. Your morning is not just the morning. It is the announcement. It tells your mind who is in charge, you or everything else. The first hour is your foundation, your structure, your momentum. If you win it, the day bends in your favor. If you lose it, the day controls you. So take it back. Wake up with intention. Don't drift. Don't scroll. Stand up. Hydrate. Move your body. Breathe deeply. Your mind listens to your movements. Your body sets the tone for your focus. Then write your priorities. Not 10, 3. 3 things that actually move your life forward. Speak them out loud if you must. Tell your brain what today means. And here's the power. When you anchor your morning, distractions lose their grip. In Balcon of Lested, you walk differently. Your energy sharpens. People feel the shift before you say a word. You're no longer reacting. You're building. You're no longer surviving. You're leading. Your morning becomes your edge, your advantage, your private meeting with greatness. Guard it, protect it, master it. Because once you own the first hour, the rest of the day falls in line. You don't need to change everything this week. You only need to remove the one thing that's killing your momentum. That's where transformation begins, not by adding more, but by cutting what's holding you back. Just one habit, one behavior, one pattern that keeps pulling you into the old you, and you already know exactly which one it is. Maybe it's scrolling. Maybe it's staying up too late. Maybe it's junk food. Maybe it's excuses. Maybe it's the voice in your head that keeps telling you, not today. Whatever it is, that's your poison. And poison doesn't need to be big to destroy you. It just needs to be consistent. Here's the truth. Your life changes more from what you stop doing than from what you start doing. Every time you keep a weak habit alive, You feed the version of you that's holding you back. And that version had its turn. That version kept you stuck. That version kept you small. This week, you end it. Cut the habit. Cold. Clear. Complete. No negotiation. No just once. No ill start tomorrow. You cut it because you're done being controlled by something beneath you. And the moment you do, everything shifts. Your energy rises. Your focus sharpens. Your self-respect returns because now your brain sees something new. You're not someone who breaks promises. You're someone who breaks patterns. Remove one poison, and you make room for a stronger identity to grow. Remove one poison, and you feel the weight leave your life. Remove one poison, and you begin to become unrecognizable to others and to yourself. Cut it. Replace it. Walk away from the habit that's been stealing your future. This is where the new you begins. You cannot think like a champion while you move like someone who's already defeated. Your body tells the truth long before your mind admits it. If you walk slow, you think slow. If you move without energy, your goals lose energy too. If your posture collapses, your confidence collapses with it. Movement is identity. Movement is momentum. Movement is the fastest way to change how you feel about your life. You don't need a gym. You don't need perfect shoes. You don't need motivation. You need intention. Move with power. Move like the future version of you is watching. Move like today matters, because it does. Go for a walk with pace. Do 20 push-ups. Breathe deep like you're clearing out old energy. Stretch like your body is waking up for the first time in years. Don't underestimate this. One strong movement can erase a weak mood. One powerful step can reset your entire day. Your body leads your mind, not the other way around. And here's the shift. When you start moving with purpose, you start thinking with purpose. When you carry yourself with strength, your decisions strengthen. When you move like someone with direction, life opens direction for you. People will notice. But more importantly, you will notice. You'll feel more grounded, more present, more alive. Because the old you moved like life was heavy. The new you moves like life is calling. So this week, make it a rule. Move every day. Move with intention. Move with power. Not like the person you were, but like the person you're becoming. Your body knows the way. Follow it. Your mind is the command center of your life. But most people treat it like a dumping ground. They scroll through chaos. They listen to negativity. They consume fear. They entertain drama. And then they wonder why they feel lost, tired, unfocused, overwhelmed. You cannot fill your mind with junk and expect clarity, confidence, or calm. It doesn't work that way. This week, you take back control. Cut the noise. All of it. Unfollow accounts that drain you. Mute people who never built anything but opinions. Step away from the doom scrolling. Ignore the drama designed to steal your attention. Not forever. Just 1 week. 1 week of silence from things that weaken you. Why? Because you need to hear something more important. Your own voice. Replace the noise with fuel. Watch something that inspires action. Listen to something that sharpens your thinking. Read words that raise your standards. Surround yourself with ideas that build you, not soothe your excuses. Your mind is a garden. If you don't protect it, weeds will win. If you don't choose what grows, the world will choose for you, and the world loves chaos. So, guard your attention. Guard your focus. Guard your mental space like your future depends on it, because it does. And here's the shift. When your inputs get cleaner, your thoughts get stronger, your decisions get sharper, your goals get louder, the world stops overwhelming you. You start overwhelming the world. Limit the noise. Feed the vision. Control what enters your mind, and everything else will rise to match it. If you want to change fast, you must stop avoiding the very thing that grows you. Difficulty. Most people spend their entire life running from hard things, and that's exactly why nothing changes. They choose comfort. They choose ease. They choose what feels good now, and they sacrifice who they could become later. But winners think differently. Winners chase discomfort. Winners walk toward challenge, not away from it. Because hard things build strength. Hard things build identity. Hard things build the kind of confidence you cannot fake. This week, make hardship your assignment. Wake up earlier than you want to. Start the task you keep postponing. Lift a little heavier. Work a little longer. Speak the truth you've been avoiding. Finish what you said you would finish. Not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. And here's what you'll notice. The moment you push through resistance, your mind wakes up. Your spirit rises. Your belief expands. You stop being controlled by your feelings. You start being driven by your mission. This is how transformation works. You do one hard thing today, then another tomorrow, then another the day after that. Suddenly, hard things don't scare you anymore. You've seen what you can survive. You've seen what you can conquer. You've seen that pain doesn't break you, it builds you. And that's when you become dangerous, not reckless, powerful. Because now, you don't need comfort to function. You don't need motivation to move. You don't need perfect conditions to start. You've trained yourself to act anyway. And when you become the kind of person who does hard things on purpose, you rise faster than anyone expects, including you. This is how you become unrecognizable. One difficult choice, one difficult action, one difficult victory at a time. Discipline is not pain. Discipline is power. It's the bridge between the person you are and the person you say you want to be. Most people never cross that bridge. Not because they can't, but because they keep negotiating with themselves. They wait for motivation. They wait for the right moment. They wait to feel ready, and that wait destroys them. Here's the truth. You don't build discipline by feeling strong. You build it by acting when you feel weak. Discipline is a decision, not a mood. This week, you create a 7-day streak. 7 days where your word is law. 7 days where I said I would means I did. Wake up when you said you would. Train when you said you would. Work when you said you would. Finish what you said you would finish. Small actions, done consistently, change you faster than big promises ever will. Every time you follow through, you cast a vote for a new identity. You prove to yourself that you are not your excuses. You are not your impulses. You are not your feelings. You are your follow-through. And something shifts. Your confidence grows quietly. Your self-respect rises. Your mind starts believing you again. Most people talk themselves out of greatness. Disciplined people talk themselves into it. The world won't see your streak. They won't see the temptations you resisted, or the comfort you rejected, or the moments you pushed when you didn't want to. But they will see the result. They will see the strength. They will feel the shift in your presence. Because discipline is silent, but its impact is loud. Build the streak. Protect the streak. Become the person who honors their own word. 7 days is all it takes to see a version of yourself you haven't met in years. Most people start their day by accident and end it in chaos. They wake up without clarity. They go to bed without reflection. And they wonder why nothing changes. Beginnings matter. Endings matter. Momentum lives in both. If you want to rise this week, you must begin with intention and end with intention. Before you start anything, a task, a goal, ask yourself, what am I aiming for? Clarity first, action second. When you start with purpose, you don't drift. You don't hesitate. You don't waste energy. Your mind moves in one direction forward, but beginnings are only half the battle. The end of your day is just as important. Your night routine becomes your anchor, your reset button, your closing ceremony. Most people collapse into the evening. They scroll. They snack. They fall asleep with noise in their head and chaos in their chest. Not you. Not this week. You end the day with order. Turn off the screens. Cut the noise. Review your wins. Acknowledge your mistakes. Set tomorrow's top priorities. Lay out your clothes. Prepare your environment. 5 minutes of intention can save you hours of confusion tomorrow. When you end strong, you start strong. When you close your day with clarity, you wake up with fire. You don't stumble into the morning, you hit it with momentum already built. This is how leaders move. This is how disciplined people grow. This is how you become unrecognizable. Begin with intention, end with intention, and watch how fast your days stop blending together and start building the life you want. You don't need a new year. You don't need a perfect moment. You don't need more motivation. You need 1 week, 7 days, 7 decisions. That's all it takes to shift from the person you were to the person you were meant to become. Think about what you've done this week. You mastered your mornings. You cut the poison. You moved with power. You controlled your inputs. You embraced the hard things. You built discipline. You began and ended each day with intention. These weren't random tasks. They were identity upgrades. Each one stripped away a layer of the old you and strengthened the future you. Most people never get this far. They read, they watch, they hope, but they never act. You acted, you followed through. You proved to yourself that change isn't magic, it's momentum. And momentum is now on your side. So don't stop here. This week was not the finish line. It was the doorway. If you can do this for 7 days, you can do it for 14. If you can do 14, you can do 30. And once you hit 30, you're no longer trying to change. You've changed. Your identity has shifted. Your standards have risen. Your energy speaks for you before you say a word. People will ask what happened. They won't understand the early mornings, the small sacrifices, the private battles, the quiet victories. But you will. You'll know exactly what built you. This week was the beginning. A preview. A signal of what's possible when you stop negotiating and start becoming. So keep going. Stay sharp. Stay intentional. Stay disciplined. Because the version of you the world sees today is nothing compared to the one you're about to unleash tomorrow. If you're ready to step into your next level, prove it. Comment 8 to mark your new beginning. Share the goal you will conquer in the next 30 days. No hesitation, no excuses, just commitment. Drop your 8 and declare your future.